Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. Welcome to the Saturday show. I'm Mal Lee, your host for this evening. And like you say every other evening, hope everyone's keeping fine out there and you're keeping well. Especially with the pubs now open, the hairdressers, are you all back to normality, a little bit of normality? I don't think it's gone away, to be honest, has it? COVID-19, people are all still unsure, but the motorways, the streets are packed out with cars, and I think most of the kids just want to get out and get some exercises. Basically, not just the kids, the likes of ourselves, trying to get the pounds off that we all put on in lockdown, no doubt. Well, I wasn't in lockdown, but I still put those pounds on. Doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, I'm really trying to cut down. I'm having porridge in the morning, and sometimes I'm missing the afternoon. Then I'll have a main meal in the evening, and if I have a meal in the afternoon, it'll be porridge. So porridge is the world of good. Does you fantastically well. And I know there's many out there, or people out there, who really don't like porridge. I love it. Been having it for years. Don't even have the sugar on it, just milk. And everyone's probably cringing now. Oh, got to have sugar. Sugar, too bad for you. Keep off if you can, and try your very, very best to lose the pounds. Because if grassroots football is coming back, and it's imminent, we know that, we're just waiting announcements, how it's going to be panned out, how it's going to work out. I'm looking forward to it, just like everyone out there. Well, it's giving all the coaches the opportunity to get out and about now. It's giving the referees an excuse to get out and keep fit. You've got to do that now, lads and lasses. I'm sure you're all there thanking me, going, yeah, we are. We're really, really working hard, because we don't know when the games are going to be played, and we can go out and do our refereeing. It'd be great to have you back, great to meet up with you all. As I say, we don't know what the plan is at the moment. No one set the stalls out on how social distancing is going to work. Many clubs have got all their conduct rules, regulations, and what they're doing and how they're going to combat when the kids go back to school. Good luck. Back to school. Yeah, okay, back to football in school. I don't even know, at the schools September, what are they going to be doing when we're playing grassroots football? Remains to be seen. Well, hey ho, it's coming back. Watch this space. I'm sure everyone's glued to social media to see when the announcement comes from the FA how they're going to do it. And all these hubs as well, how are they all going to set it out? Are we all going to get used to it? It's not going to be the same. I don't think it'll be the same. News and views, please get in touch with me, mal@don'txtheline.com. That's for you coaches, that's for all you kids playing football. We did mention the referees all back into training. Well, if you're a referee and you yourselves are really, really looking forward to coming back to refereeing, and you're really serious about it, you want to go right to the top, and I know many of you out there, I taught you all, you really are keen on refereeing, like Scott, we've got Olivia, everyone's in touch with us, and you really, really are keen. You've got to have a go. Well, if you are, you're interested now, there's not many places left. There was 10 when I was talking to Lee Richard today over at PAR4SPORTS. They are organising a referees training camp. And to be honest, it's going to be a professional one for you people. You're going to enjoy it. If you want to become a referee, it's going to be grueling, it's going to be tough. Yeah, it costs you a few bob, but at the end of the day, if you're really serious about making it and you want to go into the big time, well, why not get in touch with the PAR4SPORTS training camp. They're offering on the 27th and 30th of August of next month. Yes, next month, maybe in July, nearly to the end of it. It was going to be originally 2021, but now the COVID-19, the government announcements about grassroots football and everything about everyone can get involved again, they've decided to put this 4-day course on. And it's going to be at St George's Park. It's going to be held there, 4 nights accommodation. Everything's all included in it. Obviously, you have to get in touch. I'll give you the information very, very shortly. But it's led by former referee Lee Probert. And also they have the FIFA and UEFA instructor Alan Snoddy, brilliant, top class, the main man to be there with his backup staff as well to help out on the coaching, and it's going to be hosted by Lee Richards, so it's well worth getting in touch with PAR4SPORTS. You can have a full, as I say, full board, accommodation, fitness assessments, practical pitch-based sessions, and for referees and assistant referees, S&C and fitness work, along with classroom-based weekend workshops with quality coaches. What more could you ask for? Excuse me, I was dying to cough there when I was saying that, trying to hold it in. But come on, PAR4SPORTS, often there was 10 places left this morning. They may have all gone, but I'm sure this course will be put on because it's been backed by all the county FAs. So well done to Lee Richards. You've worked very, very hard, being recognised. Now they know it's a professional training camp for the referees. Wow, get involved. Young referees, but if you're very young, by the way, I'm sure if you take a parent, your mum or dad with you, they can accommodate you as well, but obviously you have to be 18. If you're under 18, well, there's places there, so why not get in touch with, I've got the address here, sales at PAR4SPORTS.com, and that's a number for 4. So get in touch with them, sales at PAR4SPORTS.com, and I'm sure they'll be interested to know, and I'm sure if the courses are booked up, then they're going to put on more courses. I can see the way it goes. It's going to be successful and well done. It's all this doom and gloom with COVID-19. It's nice to see success stories, people getting involved, referees, something for referees, young referees as well, to get out there and really go head to head with the top of the range. It'll be grueling, but at the end of the day, if you want to be a footballer, young professional footballer, that's grueling. That's what these courses are all about. If you're keen, willing and want to make sure that you get to the top, then get to PAR4SPORTS.com. Get in touch with them. Have a little go on this course. Make the most of it, because you only live your dream once, don't you? And if you think you've got it and you're aiming for it and people are talking about you and saying, great referee, that's all you need. Motivation, get in touch with them. Hopefully you'll get a place. There was 10, as I say, this morning, they may have well gone, but I'm sure they'll put on more courses. So get your name down, they'll go thick and fast, and I'm sure you'll see a lot of feedback and gratitude towards what these are doing. So if you want to be that referee who's a little bit special, even though you are special in grassroots football, I assure you, no verbal abuse, no aggressive behaviour, no racist comments. We do not want that, and we certainly do not want any bullying to our referees in grassroots football when the games commence. Also, I'd just like to obviously point out it with great regret and sadness that the passing of Jack Charlton, what a legend for Leeds United and in football in general. Anyone who remembers Jack Charlton, absolute, honestly, legend is not the word. 773 appearances for Leeds United, and I really, really do remember him. There was no messing with Jack Charlton. He's one of his brother Bobby. I don't know, they seem to be separate in their own lives, their own games. Two totally different players, but I love the both of them, the Charltons, and I'm sure everyone will join us with putting in, you know, a message of condolences to all his family, friends. Jack Charlton, a true legend, died today, passed away. So please, Jack, rest in peace. Thoughts are with you and the family. I'm sure the football family will join me in passing on commiserations also. Well, that's for Jack Charlton, true legend. Remember watching him. Dear mate, as I say, no messing with him. What a football legend, and he really got stuck in. More fierce tackling with Jack Charlton, and when you approached him, or even when he talked in the interview at the end, he was so dry, so really et up about it. I don't think you'd ever saw him smile like Bobby did, but I'm sure Bobby would echo my thoughts and all my sayings about it. The man was a true legend, pure genius as well, and I loved it. And I tell you what, he could tackle, and he took a few plays out, believe me, but I'm sure we're all going to hear about those stories over the next few days, especially on Sky Sports. A true legend, and what a story they'll all be putting out, and I'm sure they'll put a piece together to be a documentary about Jack Charlton as well. I always remember him. What a fantastic player. Okay, you've heard me talking about grassroots football. I hope you're all enjoying the Premier League. Obviously I am. We want to go for this record. I'm enjoying football a little bit more. I think the players are starting to get used to the games. We've been talking about boring games no crowd there. You can put the sound on Sky Sports or BT, whichever, excuse me, whichever channel you're watching the games on. It just gives you a little bit of a lift when you hear the crowds, but when it's all sort of, I think you all know what I'm talking about. I'd love to hear more singing for the home teams, getting the fans and giving you that little bit of incentive to go along. But it's, you know, these players are just getting used to no fans. And I tell you what, looking at Liverpool, I think they're cut out for fans. They badly need the fans in there to motivate them as well, because we're playing games and we're not playing games. But the same as other teams, but Man United, give them their due, and Manchester City, they seem to be going on without crowds. And I know I can imagine you all out there, yeah, but they don't get crowds anyway. They're used to it. Come on, come on. It really does motivate some players, but a lot of players who probably don't like the fans behind them are shining through. I'm in that fantasy team. I don't know about yourselves, but I've had all the top players to score goals. I should be walking away with it now, and I think I'm 100 points behind the leader. And it's only because I've had all the top players in, and they haven't been really doing the business. And Man City are the worst in the league. Pep, you pick your players, and the next thing you've got like 4 Man City players. You look at the fixtures, you've only got 3 subs, and half of those players, or most of the players, are out and they're on the subs bench, and he rotates the team. And I know Jurgen is just starting to do it. He had Mane out the other day, and Mane's one of my players, but Mane needs 19 minutes to really get on there and have a game. He doesn't really come on. If he comes on as a sub, he doesn't really change the game. That's my opinion anyway. And maybe some of these players do change the game, make a difference, but you have to put on 3 or 4 at a time to make a difference in the Premier League when they come on. But I think everyone who's in these fantasy teams know what I'm talking about. All your players, you've got to change, you've got to pick the lower players. You're probably better off going to the relegation fighters now, because they're really, really trying to win something. They're having a go, they want to win as high as they place, they want to stop relegation. What other teams who have not really got anything to fight for are just turning up and going with the flow, to be honest. That's what I see in the Premier League, because it's all so different. No fans back. We were talking about grassroots football earlier on, and I did mention this yesterday. Premier League, no fans back. I don't know what's going to happen in grassroots football as well, because if there's no fans in the Premier League, what are we going to do when the kids are starting to play football? Where are we going to ask the parents to go, or are we going to ask them just to drop them off, leave them safeguarding issue, child protection issues? I don't know. So you can see what the FA and the county FAs, there's got to be a lot to take into account, and a lot of these are still furloughed. So many are going back to work, but if they're all furloughed to October, we can't get hold of many people at the county FAs. Well done, hats off to them, because they are really putting their work together. You do get your emails back off them, but as I say, they're very few and far between in work now, and we just don't and hope that many aren't cut in the football world, to be honest, because we all need people to come along and tell us where to go, show us where to go. And the county FAs are still closed at the moment. They have no visitors, so it is by email only, and there's a lot still don't use emails. So how are you getting on? What are you going to be doing? What are your plans for grassroots return? Summer leagues, how are they going to fare out when it comes, because they're the only leagues that are going to be on, because you're going to have training sessions, coaching sessions. I'm looking to see a summer school, but I don't know how it's going to work. You know, and Jeffrey Humble, which is one of the hubs that have set up football, they have turnstiles. How are they going to do it? How are we all going to work? This is the way we've all got to take it into perspective. It's not going to be the same thing again in grassroots football. We've all got to watch, learn. Referees, you're going to be the same. Maybe there's more work for you lot to do, I'm not too sure. And you've probably got your work cut out anyway. But if there's no spectators at the game, it's obviously going to be good for yourselves. You're going to enjoy it more. You just have the coaches, the managers. And we know there's some coaches who are irate out there, managers as well. So you better be on your best behaviour, because you'll stand out now more towards the referees and more to any county FA officials and more to us when we're walking around, we don't cross the line on and off the field of play. And we're on DXTL TV for On the Touchlines, and the saying rhymes now, doesn't it? because once we're back out and about, we can actually film, we can actually talk to people and get their opinions of the lockdown, what they've been up to, what they've been doing, how they feel when grassroots football does come back, the kids can play. And we saw comments not so long ago on social media where managers are putting up there, and please explain this to me, how can pubs and restaurants be open and kids can't play football? Dave, I think that was you, Dave Sheeran, you know, I'm sure. You just look at all these comments, because they're all eager to get their kids back. They don't want to lose them, and kids can get bored as well. Many of them have probably. We don't know whether any team's going to be folding. We'll hear that news when it really starts up again, and when the FA announces how many teams have decided to quit because they've just had enough. Managers out there saying they're fed up, they've had enough of it. You know, it makes you worry that more kids are going to be on the streets when this actually comes back. We just don't want to see teams fold. Hats off to leagues who are carrying on the registration fees through this season to next season, where it might be free for all the kids. Just not free, you've already paid your fees because the season stopped so abruptly for us. And then there'll be presentations to catch up with as well in grassroots football. So fingers crossed, everything go back to a little bit of normality. We can get out and start our interviews up, start our photography back up, get more people in our glorious studio. You may have seen the new spongy cloth I've got, what I'm trying to do, and I've put up more of the pads, just to get more radio atmosphere, because you've been hearing echoes, and you might hear slight echoes again, but we're working on it, and over the next few days, few weeks, it'll start sounding a lot better for you, I assure you. So when you're all coming to the studio, you just get used to it. I'm loving it, but you haven't finished the office yet. It really is looking apart, and I've got to thank the lovely Olivia Henderson, who's been helping and standing by me, and honestly, it's a dream come true when you're invited into the studio to see this. Like I was, well, most of it, when my days off, seeing it every day 9 till 5 till 6, painting, decorating, getting it all done, trying to make a difference and trying to make it more professional for when you come in to the reception area. We've got an office there as well, and then we come into our podcast studio, as you can see, but there's a lot more changes to come over the weeks, and as I say, hopefully there's going to be a lot of guests coming into the studio as well, but we've got to make it nice, secure and adaptable for COVID-19, like everyone else is. The businesses are, we are, everyone. I see people who just haven't got a care in the world really, and not making that difference because they just think it was the flu. Well, obviously we know it's still around. You can tell by the death rate rising again, slowly but surely. We're all worried about a second spike. We don't want it. We want to get our holidays together. I'm going in October, looking forward to that one. If I do get away from Turkey, if the flights go back on, but in October, I'm not counting my chickens. Things could happen, couldn't they, make a difference for our holidays? I'm not too sure. But if you're all going away, I know plenty of people who have gone away and they're telling me it's lovely, the weather's fantastic. We're having a little bit of a heat wave. I don't know how long it's going to last, but during that heat wave we're having some rainy weather. Nathan Batchelor, he's doing great now. He's starting to come back and listen to me shows again on catch up. There's 100 shows you need to catch up on, Nathan. But when we have our guests, it's more interesting. I know it's the boring old Mallee who's trying to make it a show of the things and trying to feed back to you what we're doing in grassroots football and how grassroots football should be coming back and what we expect of referees. But respect is a major target for us all. We're going to carry that on to irate parents, referees, and we'll do something different. And we want to try and hopefully get this on the show next year, because it didn't go ahead, did it? Not at all for 2020, but 2021 we're going to have a massive push for Respect 2021, and it has a little ring to it, and I thought 2020 did until COVID took over. Okay, we're coming to the end of our show. Thank you once again for tuning in to us and watching us on DXTL TV from the touchlines as well. We'll be back again tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. You're playing the teams in the Premier League and you're training. Look after yourselves, stay fit, stay healthy, and we'll see you tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. So for myself, Mal Lee and all the team here, the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line and Respect programme. Have a great evening, put your feet up, relax, and we'll see you tomorrow at 7. Good night, God bless.